Kwaba over daily update so share you made like it. Alistair Matthias, senior political analysis, Wakasimi. Anzana OSP, sorry, Enra Attorney General Dominic Akrutinga Ayuni. Ewo ne Afenyo Markins say onhwe yi ne embarrassments nsem ne utterances bi a all defaming the action of the Richard Japa Director of Operations ne National Security Operation na omokoye no and is Addison Field. No okase. Alistair kaze. Obo papa bi din a na kyese Afenyo Markins ne papa ni or philanthropist na wafa Afenyo Markins and bent on to Afenyo Markins Afenyo Markins onye the own behavior Afenyo Markins no behavior and wasa ma hint bi say wasa ma hint bi e de ama Richie Japa operations say onko Afenyo fee okofia or underground pit and as underground building bi wo ha nneɛma wɔ hɔ nneɛma bɛn ebetima yɛ sika ebetima yɛ gold ebetima yɛ den yɛsi ɔmo nkɔ operation ɛwɔ hɔ na Afenyo wɔ underground house bi anaasɛ underground pit bi a nneɛma ɛyɛ den ɛwɔ hɔ nti no first of all no ɔsi papa na Afenyo Markins afa ne sɛ ne ba afa ne sɛ ne papa wafa ne sɛ ne ba wɔ abere Afenyo koraa ɛkɔ school na wɔn mu a ɔboa no wɔntu Afenyo Markins na yɛ sɛ Afenyo Markins ne papa anisa ne papa anisa and said you because a godfather, my father, the father. Yeah, on fair Afenyo on calling it to order, now on behavior. But see more details to this. God bless.
Granted to MPs does not mean that they should abuse that immunity and then, defame individuals or officials who are conducting normal business, normal public business. All right. And ladies and gentlemen of the media, let me tell you, we have a recording of Addison and what he said about the rate. So if Afenyo Markins, the honorable minority leader, is daring me, we'll make that recording available. So he should desist from maligning law enforcement officers and myself for the work that we are doing. He should also take cognizance of the fact that.
So that was the Attorney General, Dr. Dominic Ayene. Alisa, carry on. Yeah, Mugabe. The service in America say, "Ne papa, sa time in Katiti MPP for no karubi. Upa kubisa nje ya disini bani. Na se ne papa tiase ne company sauti yenu. So jama ne banu. So on shesu no bo kase from 2017 to 2024. Anka papa ni den no de be ni banu. I want to know. Aden na ye ka sema o maya sema ba na yakọ search nipa ye kita correct warrant na yakọ the few former governor no more bebre wo see find out na yakọ the few ni yakọ yi CCTV cameras ye yi the black box room no friend say hard drive no in order to see what had gone on in the house prior to the searcher. Now who are small boy 46-year-old boy. Well, I've always been asking, what makes you bloat? You are Afenyo Markins. What makes you feel big in national life? I want to know. And now when Japadia now when you now Obiembisa o choir, o faso unya Japadia now ofre umusikeni, uni banana. I want to know. Look, it's high time the national security. I'm saying the national security must leave Accra and storm Afenyo Markins' house. I'm telling you, there are a lot of things we'll find out. Japa must look our underground. Afenyo Markins underground building. There are a lot of things that are inside that house. Have you been to the house?
I know the premises. I've been to Winneba.
Allegedly.
I know, Mugabe. Why is he always coming to Ordinary to assembly? You let me put it aside because of radio station. But I'm saying that why is it that Yasamaba
it's of national interest?
It's of national interest. Yeah. Now what? The losses we have made on the Bank of Ghana, they have alternative uses. You can say Sika. Kwame Nkrumah 191 million pounds. No, as at the time of free power, almost where this can no one. Kwame Nkrumah responded to them. Yes, that's why. Don't you see the Akosombo Dam? I use 70 million pounds counterpart funding. Don't you see the motorway? Don't you see the 43 brand new secondary schools? Those ones, they are not costs. They benefit the future. It is says can you have invested it? Need you not see a car back?
Those schools no say.
And that's all those secondary schools. They are the servers, the motorway and a fasu and got them about baby motorway. I'm asking, say, a boy from 2017 to now, what has Addison got to show for us? Where are the roads? Where are the hospitals? That's what I'm asking. Where are the schools? What has been done? Where is the transformation of our society? Has any new township come up? Me say they came to run a Ponzi scheme, Mugabe. I'm telling you. And Afenyo Markins is the one, the lawyer they have sent, says some new bar. Because no, yeah, obetumi ababeka, ni amanisika, no okay, true crime, no okay. We have to find a way. It takes money for his legal work. Who can say Kasa all defending the one this guy? It's you take money. It's not free. Kasa no can, it's not free. He comes in as a legal something to the person. Who's that kind of fratanya and asempe and obeka opposing one as lawyer of the MPP into obeka sao. You have to send in money. Now no I'm quite refi on money client at court. Any edit their court or no I'm fighting. One collect me edit that G250,000.
Do you have evidence?
Oh. Yeah, but listen.
Allegedly, please.
I like you to put it that way. But Afenyo is not above anybody. Like I told you, he must learn to be humble. Oh, look, Mr. Kem, if Mr. Kem is listening to me in Winneba, Mr. Kem must call Afenyo Markins and tell him.
Who is Mr. Kem?
Mr. Kem is a philanthropist who used to live in Winneba. And because no Afenyo Markins woman, no woman, no costume, send you see bread. Tisa wakwatira ade ase wenye sika no de tua no hoka onye school say obekwa disco no when just can call he had to take Mr. Kem, the benevolence of Mr. Kem, to go and beg the Methodist Church to take him in St. Augustine's College. And then look at him. Even when he goes to Winneba, he wants to fly over Mr. Kem. I'm telling you, this is the guy. Arrogant, British guy. Me, I don't respect him. I don't listen to him. And I don't expect any young Ghanaian to listen to him. Well, I'm from Penisika. I'm telling you people. Yes. You want to talk so he talks anyhow. And I'm going to be as Okasa Musrunu. Who is this guy? We must use the democracy to level him. You must put him in his position. And I like the way the Attorney General addressed him. They'll meet in court. They will definitely meet in court. Because in some now, on the bed, so I could defend the MPP for me. Or back I could tip Brofu Papa. Apa is the Brofu. So,
recorded number course.
Now, the Panagasa, I call the field cry. Jabba was some Pacho Munji 10,000 be now.
We are yet to listen to the audio, so let's leave that one.
If you got a for my name, Yasikano, Yasia Tisikasu, into a commodity, say their agenda. Omuni baby sika won na mo ba no ma be Yasika no dia yo mo die no ma be from who sika for that no matter say no mo ma bobra. You what the brat through stealing from state assets, through stealing of state property, through stealing government money. Who say what bobra? Why the case out there? Who told you that? Look. Let's find a way. We have always said it. That how come that our democracy have been opted for all these years and the sacrifices we have had to make up until this time cannot control corruption in national life.
Very well, thank you very much.
Time. And now that dying time at the time. I want to know. Well, in America, you do all these things. Then in the end, you see that when you die, some drug addicts will go and marry your daughter. Excuse me, I beg for my use of words. Some drug addicts be, some nipper being only use only correct life be. No more be deep property, not send that tono basa basa. In that same manner, they will come and destroy it. This is not fair to the nation at all. And look at the Omoye. They want to run away from us. Omoye, they almost play hide and seek. They know what they have done. Oh, we allowed him to stay after 7 January. Is that not it? At that time, he was looking for ways in which to transfer these monies. So some of it is good. Whether it came early or it came late, it's good because if you had sacked him early, the money will be sitting in the account and he will tell you that, oh, I'm going to work with it. But now we have seen the intention clear, fraudulent. This thing that he has done is fraudulent. It's your bar, my way more. I am a day. Attorney General Nama, I say about money bail. Or money bail, so I know I search him based on first information. Charlie, is that the amount of money a champion stole? Properties, no?
Yeah. 27 houses.
27 Vertex properties.
127 million.
Yes.
It has about
Labadi
2 houses in London.
2 houses in London. Labadi
27 houses each. Yeah, of course, no. I could be a $295 a year
$1,000.
No, but the real cost, no, 127 million.
Or tell they say he has to disguise and make
a display also.
Look at you have allowed one man. This is just one man. And the national security was not even in charge. Just in charge of their signals.
Number
monitoring him. Nobody was evaluating his work for 8 years. How come?
Mayfair Estate la.
How come? Yes.
$150,000.
Yes, Mayfair Estate. And make us a laugh for
$150,000.
No, Gabi. Laugh for who say for Masas. Ebini said you want $150,000. Or no la manchenu say your money says scanner and concoda. And that they have property and people are going to build on it and they are selling it in exorbitant prices. Of any cheap. Look, Mugabe, I have said and I've said this thing and said this thing. We have to as a nation.
I have it on my phone.
Yeah, it's on my phone. As a nation, what we have to do is to block that agenda of property owning. Wrong, because young guy we all back power no. Let's find out whether they are not in a rented premises.
No, crap position Kesi be as
rented premises. Then he gets his job. Then after 8 years, he's able to flaunt such wealth because of property owning. Yeah, they didn't do anything under the guise of property owning. Yeah, that's the agenda. That's what they do, and we have allowed them.
And the Johama will be a minister appointed up to 31st March. So
to declare their yes. Remember, it is good. It's because of some of these things they have to declare. But look at the property. What they call it. And I mean, him now die a day. Who sorry on a power. A die 8 hours now, but done. That dying 10 more now, that dying 20 more. How do you need 27 houses at Vector's properties for what? What do you do with it? There will be Sakura and Bobo. I see that saying, Kwame Nkrumah only dying up on tonight. Why you young man? So this is a syndicate, Mugabe. Look, he won't do this here alone. He has bosses, those who brought him there. Yes. Because it cannot be that he's doing this and nobody supervises.
He did it.
No, there's a connection.
But he's a boss.
Look at the name. The name, it rings a bell. Dubois. Is it Professor Dubois' son?
Yes.
Is it related to him?
Yes.
This one, I don't know him because I went to school with Christopher and I went to school with Charles. In Achimota School, I don't know this one. I don't know where it's besides a Bontroway. So no, a Bontroway. Yes, me count from me cockot. Who are you? Who small boy? 44 years. How old are you? 44 years. You still with your wife.
So via as a court, competent court of jurisdiction. Yeah, on this way guilty in India. With a young fan alleged. Okay, Mugabe, let's see whether it is not criminal. Okay, let's go through the process and me and you. It's not about the law, it's logical. Let's see whether it is not criminal. Only by Ghana government. Any is only no idea what you are saying. But Mugabe, can you know national security they don't disclose? In the end, can the salary they don't disclose their expenditures. That is why you're able to do this. We have to find a law to make national security disclose their expenditures to somebody. Either the vice president, they must have somebody they report to directly so that we see some of these things before they blow out of hand. But Gabi, I'm saying let's see whether. Listen, this is sad.
Who say cyber defense security software they are protecting national security. Then you sign a company agreement with an Israeli company, and the money is $7 million. And then you take 1.7 and pay to them, and then you transfer the rest into your own accounts, BNC accounts. And then later from the BNC accounts, you transfer into your own UMB private accounts. Because you think I should go to court to go and know that this is criminal. What are you saying? It is logic. Answer the ABC law school, answer. And then I'm saying he's guilty. You don't need a court to tell us. I'm telling you, what a champion and co went through in 1979. I'm sure if it was those days, this thing would be burning by now. We'll be burning ashes. Why? What is this? Why? When we need schools, look at the alternative use for $7 million. Look at the alternative use of $7 million here in Ghana. What we can do with it when it comes to roads, when it comes to schools, when it comes to hospitals. Yes. The body will not be here.
Hospital and mother for my parents.
You go to the district hospitals. You suffer even cocoa growing areas. Cocoa growing areas. Go and see. Mugabe problem there. Where do you cocoa? Now we have the cocoa. Now we do perfume. We can afford one bag. If you perfume at the perfume, you 50 cedis. Look at 20 bags. You have paid 1,000 already. They are suffering in the rural areas. They need good roads. There's no snake serum anywhere near any hospital apart from opposite Kolebu. The Chrome can time on first carry being Kohon Koyashi. Make out now. You can the Chrome.
You come crying, you advocate for any property to go to his town. Or no buy and crow, no idea. Unless I didn't know, say, Nipadia come and bonus a sum of my gun. Because when we do it, they don't punish them. They are love for their greed for money. Look, yes, and I make us say, look, we did 44 years. Some say, we have 46 years. Akwabina and Monidino. On the 46 years, there's a greed in the MPP. About their it's a group of people. There's a greed. Some spiritual greed. The woman who say, "Omo position be in your mind." They go to law school, go and acquire the law certificate. Excuse me for my use of word, and negatively use it. Yes, to steal and protect themselves. When others are going to law school for the positive use for our society, they go to school for the negative use of the tuchina. No, they will get champion a year, local champion. Now you can answer who when they start this back in the court. He knows all of them. Now the Ghana will judge at them. Next time, past 8 years, look at how he has handled the Bank of Ghana. The Bank of Ghana was set up for a certain reason. We'll find out how do we make losses and not find out what those losses were. For the past 8 years, Yaboka was central bank. This is what he was doing. Now, don't you know what's Yaboka? Oh, beside me, Mugabe. You just Sikano just so mami. I don't know you so mami. And then you say I can't half. What do you say? Nice to come with me. To become you so bad. Yifa. Hey, Obesa Bana Kabako. Obesa say, let me tell you, Kikamiko, you need to be back. And Cronon or more man. That's what I've told you. That is the agenda of the property owning agenda. That is what they brought into government. So they want to enrich themselves. Look. Some party no more for money keke 1992 and Ibrahim almost Rollins at power 90 years. Nti Rollins na nakude do mo nyam ho. Nti omuso mo pekwa bi no ma baba mu. No muso ma baba nyam NPP. So they came under the guise of property owning, development in freedom. This one is development in freedom. So you can criminalize your office. You can create a crime scene, development, and still, yes, and go and develop yourself, your family. Yes, and nobody will talk. Obikasa, then you drive your way through at the expense of the state. And then they say, Basa, and they started saying, I'm asking the whole world, which banker, which governor in the whole world will do this, and they come and tell us, say, you're ready with you. How? You even be polite to us. Did we touch you? Yabo, what boy can say? What boy can be LBB? Now, Jack Pakwa, next time when he's going for some of his operations, he should invite me. Because some of the people, you need to slap them. You see a people, it's disgraceful to do this. Sit at the center and look at your salary. You and the studies, look at your salary. You're not even deserving of the position. It was Kenoforata who brought you. The Ponzi scheming people came to run. This is what we are facing. Very disgraceful. Me, the damn in that. Why was a champion short? I ask you people. Why was it short? Let me recount this story here and compare it to this group of people who were happy when a champion was short. How was it short? A champion almost see that. No trouble. Fire away in his home village. In Ashanti, on 5th July 1978. Odato Wellington and Co had entered his office in the Ministry of Defense and had disarmed him and asked him to sign his resignation. Then they confined him to his home village in Trabom. Then on 4th June, he heard that there had been a military coup. First, it was the 15th May uprising. Then the 4th June came to come and release Rollins. This man's name was mentioned on radio. He had to drive all the way, courageous as he was. He has served his nation. He had built that woman. That women will take the commanding heights of the economy. Do you know why? They say, if you make them entrepreneurs, they take the money home to look after the family. Yes. Feed yourself, feed your industry. Yes. You are mentioning just a few, Mugabe, all over the country. Dansuma still remains the biggest in the whole world. Kaneshi, North Kaneshi, Teshiningwa. It was Kutu Achampo. Satan Powampojilon will be all.
He was how many years in office?
He was 6.5 years in office. He only traveled to Togo for 12 hours. Once he only left the country once, 12 hours to Togo. He had the lowest foreign expenditure bill as president. You born it through. Who understand this? Look at you. Do you know it's father? This This is J. Addison son, and the Addison is J. Addison son, the industrialist. Who can solve Papa Tiasia and got this house and we're burning it. And now Papa companies no giant and can do Papa Cassia and come on the and then I'm moving saying, look, we have to see the end of this matter. The international community
under the leadership of Ibrahim Traoré there, Burkina Faso.
Mugabe, what are you saying? You are comparing military situation to this one, to our democracy. The democracy that we have is slow. It's slow, it drives slowly when it comes to justice. It goes very slowly.
What judiciary?
But if it goes to
judiciary?
No, you can set up the public tribunal system. That's what they used to jail our people. The jail could first set up the public tribunal system. And American quickly set up one in Cape Coast, quickly one in Accra, start trying people. People of fear can understand this sincerely, and yes, I do want to Cape Coast. Every morning they have to drive to Cape Coast and let them come every 3 days until they give up. Why? What is it? What is it? I see plea bargaining never hold. But these guys are not prepared to release their properties. They're stealing too much. They want to pony you. Oh, they have done well. And this one crowd saying yeah, work. This is not is that not it? It's not the oral work. This is another side issue. Me, when JM named that guy, what's his name? Dominic Ayene. Okay, the I said, why people are in trouble? Because he knows the law, he's firm about his convictions, and he will not give up. I mean, he is not going to let this thing pass. I know, I trust.
Let's listen to AJ on Afenyo Markins. AJ on Afenyo Markins.
It's a unique group of individuals. In 2017, they were arresting, that's what they said. They were arresting former appointees. Okay? So I told you here that policemen came to my house with guns. If that is not... Okay. Sorry, the bail amount is 260 million, not 160. So he just, DAG just came to correct me on that. It's 260 million. So they came to my house in July of 2017 with guns. I didn't call a press conference to say that this was a raid. They showed me a warrant that they were conducting investigations into a transaction in respect of which I had written a legal opinion. That is the Ameri deal. And they came to my house, okay, with guns. Can you go back to the internet to check?
Daily episode, we give you the best to stick with it.